for us, if you guys are listening in podcast land and in Twitch or Kick World, it's the fact that for us it's dead silence. We're just like waiting, and we see things happening on the screen, and eventually counts down, and voila, we're here. So welcome to TNF Podcast Season 4, Episode 3. Here for our guest, DanieeTea. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
All right. I think an ad is officially honestly in the next minute or so. So prep yourself for like an interesting fact of what do we not know about DanieeTea. But of course, Danie, go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
Yeah, my name's Danny. I'm from the UK, England. What is there anything else?
What do you stream usually? What's your pastime?
Yeah, so I usually stream Souls sort of games. I do cooking streams every now and then. That's like a channel redeem that people can redeem, and I just get to be to try new things and enjoy new foods. I also do VR stuff. I like to play guitar. I've got a guitar behind me.
And pause your flat for 30 seconds. Sorry, it's literally like 30-second ads. The only way I can avoid having like pre-rolls or having a long ad break where we can't talk for a minute and a half because no one's here. But
Yep.
so waiting for that to catch up, another 10 seconds. So guitar behind you, stream cooking and stuff, and we can continue that foot. And now, go ahead, continue.
Yeah, there's got a guitar. I've started learning that like a couple about 13, 14 months ago. I've had the guitar for like 8 years, but that's just something that I picked up recently. I kept procrastinating, putting off learning it. But yeah, it's like the VR stuff I stream from time to time. But there's a lot of technical issues with that, so I try and avoid doing that sometimes.
How labor intensive is that though? Because like you have to share what you're seeing too.
Yeah, it's a lot of faff and awkward setup because it comes to the VR headset. You stream that to your computer, and then it's like you have to then go through OBS. And if anything messes up between like the VR headset and your computer, then it messes up like the stream and everything else and like that. So that it's something that I try and avoid doing nowadays.
Wait, do I have a filter on both of you guys for the background? I think I do. That's like because Fake is disappearing. I'm looking over there, and Fake's like.
Yeah, I noticed that I was just gone.
There you go. Turn it off. Now you get big squares. Okay. But cool. Another thing we kind of asked, and I think I already know the reason for your username. What was your etymology of your username? How did you come up with DanieeTea? I know the reason though, but share with us.
Well, essentially my name's Danny, and I like tea.
Like tea, exactly.
I used to use Danny, you know, back in like the days of 56k modems and all that dial-up. I used to use Danny, and it wasn't taken anywhere then. I could get away with it because like nobody was on the internet. But eventually people kept using it, and so I had to change it to DanieeTea. But when it came to Twitch, people kept saying my name wrong, or they didn't say it in a way that felt right. So that's when I thought I need to change my name. And I thought my name's Danny. I want Danny, and the T. I like tea. So that's how we got DanieeTea.
That makes sense. And your was it? Some of your artwork revolves around the teacup, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Lean into that pretty hard. That's good. Yep. There goes an emote from.
Oh, I love that though. That's such a good emote.
Yes. Nice. All right. So I think it covers the kind of the first. Oh, is there something we don't know? Because you just hear about the guitar, but is there another fact maybe you have that no one knows about you?
There's an obvious one that he has to answer.
Oh, what's that?
What is your favorite type of tea?
Oh, yes, sir.
I have a Yorkshire tea, obviously.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's pretty much all I drink. I've tried. I need to try other brands and stuff, but I do really like Yorkshire tea.
There you go. Is that a black tea?
It's a black tea blend, yeah.
Gotcha.
It's really common in the UK. I don't know about like in America or Canada and whatnot.
Oh.
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever heard of Yorkshire.
I think the only like, and I'm gonna get so roasted for this. I think the only even remotely like
You're gonna say it.
UK teas that we get is like breakfast tea
English breakfast.
and
breakfast.
Earl Grey.
And Earl Grey, yeah.
Yeah. I think Yorkshire tea is type of breakfast tea, but
Okay.
Yeah. Well, if it's Yorkshire, they don't tell us that.
That's probably true too. Okay, well that kind of answers. Do you have anything other random fact maybe we don't know about you that you haven't shared on stream?
I don't think so. There is like I am trying to raise an ant colony this year. I like captured 4 queens last year, and hoping to like grow them up and into like a terrarium or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Well, there you go. All right, so kind of flow into kind of after the intros, everything, and the updates. So, Faye, what have you been up to since the last month? And go.
I am so boring. Literally just been settling in to work and like trying to balance the new work schedule with streaming and still having some semblance of a social life. So
Isn't that what everyone's trying to do?
yeah, it's not working super hot for me. I got like one night of being social and then I'm doing stuff every other day.
Well, it's not a bad thing.
No, I'm just not interesting.
That's not interesting.
Very boring person here. It's all good though.
There you go. I mean, getting to some normalcy that's not a bad thing. I feel like that would be a good thing because when you have other things where you're like, oh, I did this and this and this, and they're like, but when did you actually work or actually that could be like a total flip of the coin too, because just that people have day jobs and you can't really you need a day job to be able to do everything else you want to do, so it's one of those things. But yeah.
Oh, trust me, I'm not mad about the job. I like the job.
There you go.
It's just very boring.
There you go. Let's see. I could probably echo the same thing. I really I'm working at home. Interesting now, since Faye has moved up here, I have a visitor most of the time, which is Monster. Monster comes in and just chills because I'm always here. But work has been work.
You're the backup human.
Pretty much back at him until you can tell Danie when Faye comes back, the door at the bottom like creaks. So like Monster's like, I hear something, and it's like, yeah, she's home, and then he's like trots down the stairs around the corner, and he's like goes meow, because he's like, where have you been, meow? You're back, meow.
Yeah.
So that's how that interaction goes usually.
I have a Velcro cat. As soon as I come home, he is at my side. He is under my desk right now.
Yep. I realize now, since he's been under my desk, he has a tendency to scratch sometimes. And I looked at my leg, I was like, oh, that's where there's a scratch. So, legs just get scratched up there, apparently. And now I have marks of that evidence. Now my
To be very clear, it is not aggressive scratches. It's like he's doing a big stretch and then claws come out.
And then leg is right there.
Or you're trying to move away when if he likes to sleep on our feet. And if you start moving your foot and he doesn't want you to, he'll do like this to try to get you to stay. He's not trying to scratch. He's just like, I'm going to just sit this here and you choose what happens.
Yes, that is the case usually. But yeah, other than work, not much was going on. I mean, it's like March. I feel like it's such I don't know. It's very like nondescript month of the year. Not much goes on for me. I remember my sister had her birthday. We went out for dinner at a Ukrainian restaurant, and she was like, "Oh, Faye was there too."
Yeah,
so
we did do that. We did do that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then this is our first time there, so Ukrainian food, I feel like it's kind of not I might get roasted for this too, but it feels like it was meat and potatoes. mostly.
Yes.
So
If you like meat and potatoes, you will like Ukrainian food.
So yeah. So but that was the experience for this month. Now, the next thing, of course, for all the people that celebrate Mother's Day in the U.S., Mother's Day is coming up. I was reminded this by someone else, and I was like, ah, yeah. But then my mom's birthday, we did this thing, and of course, probably Faye has the same kind of thing with her birthday because it falls close to her holiday. We do Mother's Day and birthday kind of smushed into one kind of entity because it's close together. But I go see my mom this weekend, but that's pretty much my only plan. Because yeah. So yeah. Other than that, work is good. Faye is here. Faye is make sure that I'm not alone in my house. So it's always good company. So and Monster is always the third roommate that wanders around and interacts with both of us while we're here. So yeah, it's a fun day to be had. All right. So our topic of this month, and I feel like it was an interesting one when I thought of this, and probably you guys were like, we don't really talk about or do much for this, but April Fool's Day. So we're coming to the end of March, start of April. April Fool's Day is on April 1st, of course. So like first kind of topic was the origin of April Fool's Day, but Danie, give us a little like, because I talked to Faye about it a little bit before, but Danie, what is your kind of like, what do you think April Fool's Day is, and what is it to you as a UK person?
I'll be honest. Like I said earlier, like in general, like as an adult, we don't really do anything with it. It's just like back in the school days, I remember like people would use it as an excuse to punch people in the balls and go, ha, April Fools.
Wow. Okay.
But that's basically
That was basically it.
Pretty much it here.
So nothing, because like it's interesting when I was looking up stuff and I asked Faye to kind of delve into the oranges, but do you have an idea, Faye, of what does it mean to you too? I'm just curious, because I know you talked about this before, but share with the podcast time. And hello, PT again.
Hi, PT.
Well, it doesn't really like mean anything to me, like because I've never really done anything with it. As,
oh yeah. Well, what about Faye? Sorry, I meant to direct it to Faye. Sorry, Danie.
So I kind of have the same opinion that it's really used mostly as an excuse to bully people. I very rarely see people doing what I consider to be an actual prank. A lot of times it's like either physical or emotional warfare. It feels like. I mean, like, I've heard stories from like friends about like someone's significant other going like, oh, I'm pregnant, and getting them all freaked out and then being like, April Fools, which is not cool.
True.
Or, you know, like setting up elaborate pranks that end up with somebody getting physically harmed, and you know, and I'm like, that's not, and you're like, oh, you have to laugh because it's April Fool's Day. No, I'm not down with that. But my rule for pranks is always supposed to be like, it's confuse, don't abuse, and I just feel like most pranks don't really meet that.
I guess so. I'm trying to recall too. I feel like it's been like, it's usually like the white lie that doesn't really like. I mean, pregnancy is a big one. I wouldn't do that. It's a big one, but like a white lie of like saying like, I don't know, like if April Fool's fell on a Saturday or something, saying, making you think it's like it's Friday, or you have to, or no, not that.
Yeah, like say, if you were to like wake them up and be like, hey, you missed the bus, and have them all like worked up and panicked, get to the bus stop, and then be like, oh yeah, no, it's actually Saturday, dude, come home. That would be funny, but that's not the kind of stuff that I tend to see happening. That I would be okay with, though.
Yeah, like white lies that necessarily don't hurt anyone. It kind of like get you all riled up, and then you're like, oh, April Fool's, like, oh. I feel like I've gotten like the older I've gotten, and of course it's probably for everyone. It was more evident when you're a kid. But wait, what's this? My mom once replaced my deodorant with cottage cheese for April Fool's.
Did she? Like, I'm assuming you noticed it. Did she give it back? Like, she had a laugh and then switched it back, right? Please say
Hopefully.
yes.
Please
Please say yes.
There'll be a delay, so yes.
No.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh. Whole day. All right.
I'm so sorry.
Well, some pranks like that are like, but yes. But still, but we're
Hi,
talking about
chaotic.
the hard. Chaotic, like, yeah. So the origins of April Fools are kind of like still kind of like in the air. Nothing's really confirmed. There was one theory about the calendar change. So like from the Gregorian calendar, the new year was celebrated there technically around the end of March. So when France kind of shifted to January 1st as the start of the new year, those who continue to celebrate in April are mocked as fools. So this is clearly cited the calendar change to April Fool's Day, which doesn't make much sense in my book. But there's also another one about there's a Roman festival called Hilera, which is also celebrated at the end of March, where people engage in disguise, jokes, and role reversals. Similar to springtime festivals are found in various cultures. So they embrace themes of renewal and the temporary upending of social norms. So which may have contributed to modern day practice of lighthearted pranking. But yes, what has PC said? She painstakingly scraped all of the dirt out and replaced the whole thing. It was so funny. Well, there you go. There you go.
Dang.
But I don't know. It's kind of like, I feel like it's like April Fools. I feel like it's also been very now commercialized, because we can talk about the overarching theme. But I guess, do you have an idea, Fix? I gave you kind of the assignment to kind of be like, what is your? Did you find the origin of? What did you find anything on?
Honestly, so I had heard something once before, and then I tried to find, like, and it was like years ago. I had heard that there was a connection between like the, I don't know what the name of the festival is, but the ones that has like the Mayday poles, and like the people dance around, and I had heard that there was a connection between like those festivals and the idea of April Fools, but I can no longer find sources on that, so I must have been mistaken, or whoever gave me that information was mistaken, because all I was finding was basically the ones you already covered.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's interesting enough, but the origins of April Fools is still kind of like, as you can see, once you go to like traditions, it's going to be very by region and country based on what kind of happens. But yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting to go over, because like the one thing I remember now as growing into an adult, getting fooled online of things that are going on that are definitely not going on, but are definitely a prank and misleading. But then you get the whole April Fools, and you're like, oh yeah, it's April 1st, isn't it? Because like you don't think about it until you get to that day and someone says something random out of the blue. It's like, is that true? Then you're like, what day is it? It's April 1st. So yeah. All right. Well, I'm done. Danny, I guess was the same, because this pranking for you as a kid, that's the only thing you remember?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I think here, yeah.
Nothing like the UK doesn't do anything on a global scale at all, or not really?
I don't think so.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think it's like America does like the videos, like April Fool videos, like the companies, don't they, like Nvidia and
yeah.
all companies.
All right. Oh, well, this gives you everyone the background, so let's kind of. I thought with our conversation we're having this, but it's kind of like the origins are very elusive, so no one really knows how April Fools came about. Yeah.
Just a random question, like just related to this, since Danny mentioned like the companies will put out like April Fool's things. What's your favorite April Fool's joke thing that has been put out like on the internet, either by a company or like ended up being like viral enough to where it came across your feed or whatever? I know what mine is.
Ooh.
If y'all need a minute, I'll tell y'all mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I don't remember how long ago, it was within the last, I want to say like 8 years somewhere, somebody had made a like fake like announcement for a Zelda movie, and they had they casted it and everything, and like they did such a good job with this that I remember like everybody that saw this was like, please let this have come out the day before, because it was like it became a wish list item for how like, they're like it's everything I didn't know I needed. And of course, it was an April Fool's joke. No company's actually working on a Zelda movie, but it looked so good. Like the little announcement poster thing looked so good. That was deliciously cruel, and I loved it.
I have no idea. I'm looking at stuff now. I'm like, I don't remember any of this from things that have occurred. Like it's so like it's like the random products. Like you think about it, like is it true? But then you realize it's not true, and then it just like out your brain like the next like day or two, and you're like, totally don't remember this.
Mm-hmm.
But what was yours again? Say it one more time because I was kind of scanning. Can you go? Regurgitate
somebody made a fake announcement for a Zelda movie, and they they created like a whole cast of like. And everyone actually was getting kind of like excited at first, and then you realized that it was April Fool's Day when the post went up, and that this was not actually a project in the works. And it was like, it was so well done. And that's the only time I'm okay with things being just a little bit cruel, because it's like you literally gave us something we didn't even know we wanted, and god dang it, so good.
True.
I could probably find it while y'all are thinking.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like anything come to mind, Danny, that you remember?
I know I've seen like loads in the past. It's just none are coming to mind. But I've just done a quick search, and apparently there's like a Coca-Cola helium thing that happened last year. Apparently, it makes your voice squeaky, which I thought was funny.
Yeah. I feel like this is the thing where April Fool's things are company-wide is kind of like one and done if you don't remember it. By the time it's over, you're just like, did that actually happen? But yeah. So, because even looking through the list too, I'm just like, there was one for a toothpaste that was the flavor of the Whopper from Burger King. And I'm just like, really? I don't even know I would believe that to be true, but man, I'd be like, one time I'd be like, I would try that. Just to be like, what is that? But yeah. Oh, did you send the code or what's that? Oh, he's in the code. Oh, you paste the link. Okay. Oh, official. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, so I slightly misremembered it. They made a whole ass trailer video.
Oh, okay. Let's see if we can pull this up and listen real quick. Hold on.
It was phenomenally well done, and I'm low-key still very upset that this was not a real project.
That was not a real project. That is amazing, though. All right, let's just listen to this real quick for everyone listening. It's playing right below the desk. It's unmuted. It's unmuted. A live-action Zelda. Wow.
I've got something special lined up today. I'm taking the harvest to Castletown Market. And you're coming with me. Now mind your manners and do what I say. Speak to no one. And for goodness sake, don't touch anything.
This would be a good movie, yeah. This would definitely be a good movie.
I've been waiting for you, Link. You've been kept
That was
safe
kind of the problem, though. It would have been such a good movie.
Yeah.
For this very day, the kingdom of Hyrule will fall. Nothing can stop the evil which has crept inside these walls. I am too late. This is the Temple of Time. When these doors open again, it will be 7 years in the past. Find me again.
I don't know about Disney or Amazon to make this. Yeah. The music itself is selling that really well. Like the background music they're using. The graphics though for Ganon, I don't know.
The hero of time.
Hero of time. Face me.
Okay, I could see that. I could see that as a legit, like, you would definitely want to see that.
Yeah, I really wanted that to be real. It was so frustrating.
So,
They did such a good job making a trailer, and it was just an April Fool's joke.
Wow. Has any live action video game that we've seen come out actually made a good adaptation? Because Super Mario Brothers didn't do it. Dragon Ball Z, well, I guess that was a cartoon.
There was a really good one. I can't remember what.
Can't remember which one it was.
I can't remember now. There was a really good one. I think it was relatively recent.
Pokemon? I don't know.
Pokemon was actually all right. The
Yeah.
the
Not
Pikachu
Sonic?
one.
Was it Sonic? I don't know. I'm trying to be like name what other video game movies that come out that did live action, actually.
Oh, I think I'm thinking of like the Fallout TV series. That's very
Oh,
well done.
yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good adaptation.
That's a very well
Yeah.
done one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I'm reading the wiki page on this trailer, and my concept of time is completely off. You mentioned the graphics or the CGI on Ganon. This definitely came out in 2008.
Oh, wow. Well,
So at the time, that was really good.
that was really good then, yeah. Definitely for that
I
time.
definitely thought it was within the last 10 years. Obviously, time is a construct that my brain just chooses to ignore.
True. Alright, interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, well, let's see. So that kind of... But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything, like, I don't think anything stuck with me. The only one that stuck with me was probably, I think I told Faye about this. Because, like, the value of delving down the realm of Discord, and you guys ever get the notifications for that free game that comes out and sends your a message about, hey, there's a free game, right? So it was April 1st. I didn't realize until I looked at it. I clicked on it. It was supposedly for Elden Ring. It was free. And I clicked on it and it's like, April Fools. Elden Ring will never be free. And I was like, dang it. So, but that's the only time I remember that stuck with me, because like I was like really amped to get Elden Ring for free because everyone was playing it at the time, but it was not free. So I do have a copy because someone did gift it to me, but one day I might play. Who never knows when that would be. One day, I don't know when that would be. But yeah,
That'd be a good time.
yeah, it'll be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go next thing. Our next topic is kind of the AMA questions. I'm doing this, Danny. It's kind of a question that you have for a panel. Can be unrelated to the topic that we're talking about right now. It can be something you just wanted to know more about. It could be related if you really wanted to, but as Faye never likes going first because she like Ty always puts Faye or the guest first. I put myself first now, so that she gets time to think about her question and get to the point where she can ask hers. But I'll ask based on, I guess, what we just talked about too. So like, if you have a favorite video game currently, probably that trailer would probably be Faye's answer. But if you had a video game that you want to see made into live action, because I was watching the trailer for Minecraft, and I feel like people that play Minecraft probably are like love or hate about seeing a live action version of that movie. What is a video game would you like to see made into a live action that you have not seen yet? So you could take a minute to think about it.
Does it have to be a live action, or can we just say a movie? Because I very rarely want to see anything made into a live action.
Okay. Fine, you can say a movie. Go ahead.
Okay. So this will probably surprise you. I want to see Blaze Blue made into a movie.
What is Blaze Blue? You gotta elaborate further. Everyone doesn't know.
It's a fighting game. I don't play fighting games. One of my exes played it, and then I watched while he played, because the story is actually really, really good. Like,
Okay.
way better than a fighting game has any right to have. Like, the storyline was beautiful and tragic and just really good. And I would, it has like, it's like a multiverse type story, but like this game came out in like 2005, like long before it was kind of more mainstream, what with Marvel and all of that, right?
True. Oh, there's so many different versions. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. But it has like a multiverse. Like, Monster is actually Monster has two names. One of his names is actually from that game. It's one of the characters.
Okay.
But yeah, I would love to see that. Mostly because I don't play. Like I said, I don't play fighting games, but the story was so good. I want to be able to watch it again, but nobody that I am acquainted with anymore plays fighting games either, so I can't pawn off the gameplay onto somebody else again.
Wow. Interesting. Okay. Okay, Danny, do you have an answer, or do you have an idea?
I was just looking through my Steam library, and obviously it probably needs to be a game with that good storyline and whatnot. And there's like the Deus Ex games, which have a really good story. I think they'd probably translate well into like a live action kind of thing.
I can see that. I can see that too.
They're very good games here. Very good.
Yeah. Trying to think of it as a story game that I would like to see more into, because I feel like it's kind of a game that I probably played at one point, loved it so much, but then was really like never would pick it up again. So I don't even know what it would be. I'm trying to think of games I've played and seen. The only one
There's a
comes
flip way of looking at this.
Okay, what's
Instead
the
of
way?
thinking about games that already have like robust, really good stories, you could also think of games that have like the frameworks of a good story, and then you could have the movie actually like flesh it out.
True.
True.
That kind of feels a wrench in my thing now. Thinking,
Sorry.
but that's fine. I feel like maybe flesh out more. The only thing that comes to mind maybe is Subnautica, because like it's such
Oh,
a big,
yeah,
long
that would be-
storyline.
Yeah, because that storyline's very, very loose.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to know more background, like what was the spaceship doing? Like, let me like have those little voice things, have like have more of them, have more like logs and things. Let me learn about the characters, like co-workers,
Yep.
I guess,
Yep. Definitely
through
get
the
more
logs.
context.
And learning about them, knowing that most, if not all of them, are already dead.
True.
And them just coming to terms with and having to deal with the fact that they are alone.
That's true. So yeah, that kind of gives context to the story, and more of you just trying to read through the lore and then have like a visual like interpretation of what happened. And Subnautica is very vast. If anyone hasn't played it in chat or doesn't know what Subnautica is, it's a survival game where you
It's
land
terrifying.
It's terrifying to Faye. She picked it up a long time and started playing and got like attacked by a face hugger, and we have never gone back to it since then.
I'm scared.
So like literally, but it's a very epic long storyline that could definitely be into a live action or even a movie, just to kind of dive into the nuances. But yeah, I have to go back into a comment I saw that popped up. I forgot to mention too, that Jigglypuff said, Danny, what is April T videos?
April T videos? I think it's just a joke.
That's just a joke. Never mind. Sarcasm doesn't translate well into chat,
Is it
like text
like
from
a
people.
joke or something maybe we could potentially do. I don't know.
Okay, never mind. It's one thing about when you're doing a podcast or doing a stream where someone types something and you don't know what they're trying to attempt to get across. But yeah, I was thinking that came across a little while ago. But okay. All right, so cool. So definitely some interesting picks for what would be based on what we saw of the live action Zelda, which definitely would want to see that possibly one day. But other movies, Blue Blaze and Deuce was it Deus Ex? What is that one again, Danny? How's it pronounced?
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. All right, so it's a happy April Fool's Day episode, so I apologize for anyone kind of like going through it, but we wanted to kind of like go into some of the traditions that are like outside the U.S. because mainly U.S. is mostly commercial, which was the quiz will definitely be about trying to discern what was an actual April Fool's commercial kind of pitch and what was not.
Oh
So-
no.
So we will see that later on.
I'm already
So-
sad.
So just stay tuned for that. But there's some like looked up. So France has a thing called, I don't know how to pronounce it, Poisson d'Avril or April fish, which is interesting.
Poisson d'Avril.
There you go, Poisson d'Avril. So the interesting kind of thing looked up was that people would stick a paper fish onto the backs of friends without them noticing. When discovered, they would shout, "Thank you."
Poisson d'Avril.
Yeah, and then the April fish. I have never heard of that, but I'm assuming that kind of.
It's
don't know
a
what the-
more polite version of the kick me sign, I think.
I think so. So exactly. So that was one thing. So the United Kingdom has April Fool and also, I guess, Hunting Cock Day, which is in Scotland. But I don't know. This one seems very odd to say that it was like pranks traditionally stop at midday. So anyone playing a prank afternoon is considered April Fools themselves, which I have no idea why. Oh, Dave's Chicken said yes. Okay. So yeah. But then so also Scotland has 2 different days, which is also April 1st and April 2nd. I guess hunting walk, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but people are sent on a fool's errand, and the word gawk means cuckoo or fool. And then April 2nd was tally day, which is all fools. Again, sticking signs on back, similar to what they do in France. So I guess the more polite way of pranking people are just stick something on their back and hopefully they don't notice it until people start pointing out to them. So who knows? But then I think the United States kind of has like expanded to more of a businesses and through media, because I guess we are very heavily social media, commercial, very exposed to things on many different avenues. But definitely a lot of things from large corporate scale pranks to media-driven fake announcements, like the movie of Zelda that Faye saw many years ago. That was definitely an April Fool's prank. But do you guys? I know we kind of talked about this, but Faye, do you remember any other ones that were big back in the day? Because I'm better on delving into my memories too of anything that I remember was, because I feel like it just fades after time.
Yeah, that's the only one that's really stuck with me. No, there's not any others that are coming to mind.
Let me look and see. We can pull something up.
Like, I have some vague notions that, like, Coke did something one year, or it could have been Pepsi. But, like, I couldn't tell you what it was. They might have done, like, a joint thing, even.
Was it I don't know. Danny mentioned, because we looked it up, the Coke Helium.
Yeah,
I don't know
Coke
that. I feel like it's just not something that's, I guess, talked about as often, possibly. But who knows? Trying to find one that's not on the quiz because I don't want to give one away yet. Let's see.
I do think that April Fool's Day is not really as utilized anymore, and I'm gonna blame the rise in those really shitty YouTube prank channels
Yeah.
for the death of April Fool's Day.
True, I believe so. But what do you think about, okay, products? So I'm looking at one, and it's from Moe's Southwest Grill, right? So what is your opinion on a queso slush?
Wait, did you say Moe's?
Yes.
Fucking love Moe's, man. I wish we had one here. Obviously no, gross. I'm not gonna do a queso slush, but man, now I miss their burritos. They had some good burritos.
Wait on. There's one. Is there one here? I feel like there's one here. What?
I mean, we need to, if there is, I'm finding it right now because that's where I'm
Yeah.
going for lunch this weekend.
There's one
Although
here.
it is up north.
No, it's not.
Y'all are doing Southwest stuff, so I don't know if I trust it, but we'll try.
Okay, there's one here. I'll show you about later. And I drove past. It's the same place where the Amazon Fresh store is. So, yeah. But that's the product. What about? Let's see. So California Farms is just creamers. Did one about just flavor of creamer. Grillo's pickles, almond creamer. No, no one's like these products are awful. We would never try these at all.
Never even heard of this.
Yeah, this is a creamer, but let's see. Okay, so Driscoll's, the blueberry company, tried to introduce something called Blue Bliss Raspberry. It was combining the sweet juicy flavor raspberries with the whole so beautiful color of blueberries. So it was a combination of the two. Which of course,
So just blue raspberry.
yes, but of course, it was also an April Fool's joke. So I guess we have established on this podcast that April Fool's jokes are not memorable anymore, even though it's coming up. But yeah,
It's like they kind of just happen like once though, and then it's like the day after it's like, ah, they're gone now.
yeah, that feels like that's the case. There is also a product.
I know
that,
The Onion has put out some good like April Fool's articles in the past.
True. Oh, one more here. There's one from Kraft Mac and Cheese. They decided to make a fruity Pebbles fruity flavor. I feel like this is weird combinations of stuff you wouldn't expect, but you'd be like, I would try it at least once, and then I would never try it ever again.
Did y'all know that there was a ranch ice cream? And it wasn't an April Fool's joke. I've seen it on store shelves with my own eyes.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, I did not have the courage to try it because I knew someone who had tried it and they said it tasted exactly like ranch, just sweeter and cold. And I was not okay with that combination.
Wow.
If I have to know that exists, you do too. Now that can sit in your head.
Oh, there you go. There you go. But yeah, so. But yeah, I feel like you're right. It's mostly driven for like the big commercial thing, and then the next day you're like, oh yeah. So, but we're just getting you prepared, chat, and everyone listening, because it is. If you hear this now, it'll be 2 days before April 1st. You're like, oh yeah, April 1st is coming around, and I feel like everyone's on guard. It's like, what thing is going to be told to me on April 1st that necessarily is not true? And it's going to be like, April Fools.
Pretty much any time in the next week, if you hear anything that sounds exceptionally weird or a little too exciting, assume it's an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, you're right. I feel like things from like years ago probably were more evident, but now, like, presently, I don't think I remember anything that has been a present thing that was stuck out of my head, except for something that happens to you personally. So yeah, beyond the bullying, the pranks, the getting punched in the nutsack, because you know that's what happens in some cases. But nothing sticks out in our minds, which is interesting. It's interesting to think about this though, because like when I follow the topic, I was like, oh yeah, April Fools is talked about them talking to 200 people now. You're like, we don't remember anything about April Fools, so I don't know what you're trying to say. Okay. Alright, so we'll move along from there. So Danny, do you have a name, a question that you want to ask of me or Katie or something in general? But go ahead.
Have you ever done an April Fool prank yourself, or?
I have.
Alright, you go, Faye, because I don't think I can remember anything I've done.
So when I was younger, I was in Girl Scouts, so there was a lot of like overnight things that we did. and they were pretty harmless. It was like we saran wrapped one girl to her bed. But like saran wrap is so easy to rip. Like we weren't like we weren't turning it into rope. It was like the long sheets that we just had wrapped over her enough to when she wakes up, she's like, what the heck? But with just a little bit of exertion, you're gonna break through. She's not trapped or anything. For another girl's birthday, we were staying at her house as a troop, and she and another friend were sleeping in her room, and the three other girls were sleeping in the guest room. So the three of us in the other room went to her room, and her room had a door that opened inside. So we had blown up a bunch of balloons that one of the girls had brought, and we used masking tape to tape them into this wall. So when she opened her door in the morning, she just got an avalanche of balloons on her.
Okay.
She was born on April 1st, so like of course we had to
Wait, is this
do
the same person
something.
that you guys got twice or no?
No, these were two different people. I was in Girl Scouts for like 3 years.
Oh, okay.
So, but it was her 15th birthday, and we're like, oh well, I mean she's turning 15. We have to do something obnoxious. So we just, the entire door was just covered in balloons, and it was really funny.
There you go. Okay. I don't think I remember anything, but I would love to. There's one thing I would love to do, and I just kind of looked it up because it's like, what kind of pranks could I have ever done? Probably done like something with autocorrect. Because you know how you rely on autocorrect so many things. Maybe just correct something to say something totally opposite of what you're intending to say, and autocorrect is something else.
But then you have to have access to their phone.
That's true. Access to the phone or the computer. But
that would be funny.
That would be funny though, because then literally you're typing yes all the time, and you're like, you just turned my yes to a no. But I don't know. But Danny, have you done anything? I feel like for you, I don't think you have. What is your experience?
No, from back when I was younger, like as everybody bullying and whatnot, I don't want to do any of that. So I haven't really done anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting. All right. So we head into the section of the podcast where I would like to call the Faye section. So Faye has two things here.
Oh no.
Faye's like, oh no. Oh no, here comes the section. So Faye, what is...
in my defense, I asked a really good question at the beginning.
True, you did. So we need to follow up now.
Ah, no. Crap. I'm gonna stop asking questions at the beginning.
Oh wait. I think I forgot there's a repeat. There's a little. I skipped the line. We're doing the quiz now. I apologize. You got a little time. So breathe.
Safe.
All right, let me go. I gotta look for where's the quiz thing. All right, so you have the pictures with the buzzers. Can someone just click a buzzer? Just test it out for me. See if it works. Yep, I see Danny. Danny took it. Nice. All right, let me go look this up real quick. Oh, different computer login. All right, hold on. No, it's a different one. All right, hold on. Pull it over here. All right, so the objective of this quiz is going to be for someone to identify if this is true or false, depending on, or something that actually happened, something didn't happen. And we will keep scores based on if you answered and think it's correct or not. And based on who answers first, but I'm going to read you a possible prank or joke from history, and you have to decide if it's a real prank or it's fake, or I just invented it just for today. All right? So, so you're going to buzz and let me know after I read this out. All right, so question number 1. Spaghetti harvest. In 1957, the BBC aired footage of Swiss farmers picking spaghetti noodles directly from trees. Thousands of viewers asked, how could they grow their own spaghetti trees? Real or fake? All right, Danny.
Real?
That's fake.
Nope, it is real.
Oh, my faith in humanity is dropping.
All right, Danny's got a point. All right. Question 2. Invisible cars. In 2014, BMW announced he had specifically developed a completely invisible car using cutting-edge technology. Real or fake? Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, I didn't reset the buzzer. That does.
Oh, I don't know.
Did you both get it? Go, Danny.
Real?
No, it was fake. Hold on, I need a sound effect for this. No, never announced there was an invisible car. So yeah. All right, question number 3. Oh, reset the buzzer again. Sorry. Burger King introduced a left-handed Whopper. Burger King introduced a burger specifically designed for left-handed people. Customers even requested a special burger in stores.
I feel like I
Okay.
actually did hear about that one. I think that one was real.
That one was real. There. We have tie. 1-1. All right. Resetting buzzer again. Next question 4. The lunar cheese harvest. NASA announced that astronauts delivered edible cheese beneath the lunar surface during a recent. NASA announced that the astronauts discovered edible cheese beneath the lunar surface during a recent mission. Real or fake? Look at date.
This is definitely just a guess, but I know how nerds at NASA are. I'm gonna say that's real.
Nope,
Okay.
it was fake. They never made that claim. All right, Saltai. Question 5. Flying penguins. BBC aired a wildlife documentary showing penguins flying to South America to escape the harsh Arctic winters. Real or fake? Danny.
I want to say fake.
It was real. They actually did. Well, they actually did produce a CGI enhanced. So they did actually show it as a CGI enhanced penguin prank. So it was literally not a real penguin, but CGI. So it was believable, though. So it's kind of like half-half, but I'll have to go with the quiz there. All right. Question 6. The Taco Liberty Bell. Taco Bell announced they purchased the iconic Liberty Bell and renamed it to the Taco Liberty Bell.
That sounds fake. That's fake. What? No.
It was real.
What?
Yep, that was one of it was April Fool's. I think it was it was a real prank. I think you guys, yeah, that was a real prank. Taco Bell did actually announce it, caused a lot of controversy, but they did try to announce that they purchased the Liberty Bell. Special title 1-1. Question 7. IKEA pet furniture. IKEA advertised an entirely furniture line designed for pets, including sofas, armchairs, and even pet-sized lamps. Real or fake? Oh, reset the buzzer. Sorry, Danny.
That sounds real, I think.
Nope.
Oh, what?
It's fake, but they did later create pet furniture, but it was never an April Fool's prank.
Yes.
So you do
I was
have
saying, I
it.
know they have pet furniture.
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
a little trick there because it wasn't a prank, but they did create that. All right, we're still tied at 1-1. All right, question 8.
We're great at this.
Google knows. Google launched a feature that allowed users to smell scents directly through their smartphone or laptop. Oh, sorry. Buzzer reset.
See, I know somebody did this. I just don't remember if it was Google.
Uh-oh. I'll wait for a buzz. Someone's got a buzz.
Fuck it.
Hey.
I'm gonna say Google did it. I remember somebody did say that. That was definitely a prank that was put out there. I just don't remember it was them. I'm gonna say it was them.
It was Google. They did this in 2013. Saying nothing. So 2-1. Danny, you are behind. We only have 2 questions left. Alright, we're setting buzzes again. Question 9. A glass bottom airplane. Virgin Atlantic offered passengers a glass bottom airplane. They would never go on this. Experiencing given perfect sky, high views of the earth below. Someone just got a best. Take a guess. What do you think? Danny?
I kind of want to say true.
Okay. It was true. Virgin did do that as a prank.
I hate that.
Alright, we're tied. That's 2-2. Last question for all the biscuits, all the marbles. I'm gonna reset the buzzer before I forget. Alright, so Amazon drone delivery with pets. Amazon announced a new service to deliver puppies or kittens by drone straight to your doorstep.
Water. 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 Water.
Go to it.
Long ago,
Hey.
Pretty sure that's fake.
You were negative too. So yes, Amazon did announce drone delivery, but they never promised live pets.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what I was thinking.
There you go. But it's your score interpretation. That's where they did win this round head to head. But I think you guys got let's see, Danny, you only got 2 right? Yeah.
Yep.
So 0-2, April's Fool's favorite target. 3-5, easily fooled. So I don't know what that means, but yeah, but alright. Well, there you go. That was our quiz. I forgot to give actual quiz intro music, but I feel like this is a good thing to add to test everyone's knowledge of the topic. But I found this one, so it was pretty cool. All right.
I feel like that's not a good test on if someone's easily fooled, because you're asking us, did this happen? Not would you believe it?
Yeah.
True,
That is a
true,
very
true.
different question.
That's a very different question, exactly. Well, that's what the reading was, but optional. It was optional, but all right. So, Faye, you had the slight delay of a couple minutes. Now we're back to you, Faye.
Oh, God
Faye.
dang it. I was thinking about the quiz and not about... You know what? Fuck it. We're going to do something completely off topic.
There we go.
I've been craving cookies lately. So your answer is not allowed to be chocolate chip. Pick something else. What's your favorite cookie?
Snickerdoodle.
Interesting. Okay.
Danny.
Do you mean because do you call biscuits
American
cookies,
cookies.
So any kind of biscuit and
I guess
over here, was that?
biscuits are a different combination over here.
Like I said, like chocolate chip cookies are an example of what I'm talking about. Or
I
like
think
oatmeal
biscuits are
cookies
probably-
or raisin cookies. I don't know what you call them over there, but like something in that genre.
Yeah, that's right. It's biscuits. This is what the UK. Yeah, so go ahead.
So like any type of biscuits then?
Yeah, and dry biscuits in the UK. Yep.
My favorite type of biscuit is a caramel digestive biscuit. It's like a layer of chocolate, layer of caramel, and then like a digestive biscuit on the bottom.
Okay.
Interesting. What is a digestive? Can you elaborate on that? I'm just curious because what I'm thinking of is kind of like probably fiber rich, maybe. That's what I'm thinking.
My understanding from having talked to Defty is that a digestive biscuit is in no way actually good for digestion.
It's the way to digest it.
Just
Okay.
the name.
Oh.
It's just the name, and I
Just the name.
don't really understand the why on that, but it is unrelated.
Okay, I was curious.
It's like the main ingredients like wheat flour, sugar, vegetable oil, malt extract, wholemeal raising agents.
Okay. That's a very interesting name because I think for America we think of it's like a digestion per se, but digestive biscuits, okay. So the American equivalent would be probably graham crackers in this case, Faye, you think? Graham crackers probably. I feel like graham crackers are probably
No, I don't think graham crackers would quite. I mean, graham crackers would only be similar in the fact that I think both of these things originally started as like health foods and are now considered like sweet treat kind of snacks.
Yeah.
But I don't think a graham cracker is similar to the digestive cookie from what I've understood.
All right.
I think it's just more like a plain cookie.
Plain cookie. Okay.
Yeah.
Plain cookie. But I don't know. Snickerdoodle has always been my answer. I guess because of the sheer concept of the sugar. I guess that didn't cross the Snickerdoodle. It gives like certain texture. I feel like to it. So, but yeah. Didn't you say? I think you told me this when you, because we talked about cookies when you kind of did. What is your like range of cookies, or what is your favorite, or which one you like to make the most?
I mean, I tend to make chocolate chip cookies the most because they're the most universally liked. If it's the holidays and I have like a lot of people that I could be baking for, in the past I've made like little cookie grab bag type things. So I'll make like chocolate crinkles, chocolate chips, sugar cookies, oatmeal cookies, gingerbread cookies, and I'll put like one or two in each bag to give out as like little gifts. But I need to have a lot of people to justify making that many batches. But I've never found a cookie recipe I couldn't do.
30 seconds. What's your chat? Break is happening. But yeah.
I think chocolate crinkles are the most fun if you have a oven that has a light that you can watch because of the way they're made. So it's like the dough is got cocoa baked into it. So it's like this like ball of black dough that you roll it like into a snowball type shape. And then you dip the top of it into powdered sugar. And then you put it with the powdered sugar facing up onto the baking sheet. And then they'll kind of like spread out a little bit and kind of flatten. But then they'll start to rise as they get hot. And the powdered sugar, when it rises, it causes the top to stay like kind of in place. And so the inside actually breaks it and you get like these cracks along the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds so good.
Yeah,
they're delicious.
So the only UK biscuit that I guess only from like watching UK show, and I'm gonna get probably blasted for saying about watching Doctor Who. I mean, there's one famous reference in Doctor Who where you refers to are jammy Dodgers. Is those really popular in the UK?
I think so. Yeah, it's like you'll see them on the store shelves and stuff. So they are very nice biscuit, very nice.
Oh.
I think Jammy Dodgers, I could be completely off base here because I'm going off of like the one or two pictures that I've seen of them. They look like what I would imagine like a corporate mass production version of a thumbprint cookie would end up looking like. So for those who don't know what a thumbprint cookie is, it's like really basic cookie dough. And then you have the ball and then you use your thumb to like make an X, or you'll just use your thumb to press into the center. And then you might fill it with like jam or with chocolate is what's more used, but usually it's like a jam, and then you would bake it.
Okay, next time we go to go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty similar to that. It's like a layer of biscuit on top, and then it's got like a hole punched out of it, and then it's got like the jam underneath it.
Yeah, so the machine, like the machine pressing the hole instead of a human putting the thumbprint, is kind of how my brain interprets those.
Pretty much, yeah.
Jigglypuff is answering about
I don't know.
The cookie that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I haven't really baked like that in a long while. Like I grew up in a household where like just my parents and my siblings going to a restaurant together meant reserving a table for, well, siblings, significant others, like that. It required reserving a table for 20. And that was like not extended family. That's not aunts, grandparents, things like that joining. So when we had holidays, it was like a big thing. Wow. And I haven't really been in that kind of environment in a long time. It's been like me and maybe one or two other people. Kind of hard to justify making like seven batches of cookies. or more
Well-
for 3 people.
Well, we'll see how this year pans out, Faye, because you got here late. So I will probably say, Faye, make some cookies by the time holidays roll around.
Yeah,
Again
definitely
this
not. Yeah. But like Ty has tried some of my cookies. I make good cookies.
year. Yeah, she makes good cookies. I'm sure. She has the whole KitchenAid, everything, and she makes it so. I've got cookies where I don't know what happens to the cookies I do. It's like I may leave them in too long because she takes them right at the right time, where they're not like hard, and like when they cool down, they're still soft. I don't know how that works or what timing it is. Or you have to take it out like 2 minutes before he's overcooked. Hey, explain.
So yeah, most people do overcook the cookies because the goal is you want the bottom to be firm so that when they hold it, it doesn't just crack in half and fall apart. But you want the top to stay soft, so it's just, you know, like, because most people prefer like a kind of like chewy, gooey cookie, and you would prefer that when it gets cool, it remains that chewy gooey. So the trick is you pull it out 2 minutes earlier than you normally would have, and then you just set the sheet. The sheet remains hot, guys. It'll continue to cook the bottom. You're removing the heat from the top by pulling it out of the oven. That's how you get the cookies with the firm bottoms and the soft top.
Gotcha. Makes sense. But yes. All right. So moving on to what we call the Faye segment. I don't know if Faye has a hyperfixation. She's sure, but she's been working. She said earlier in the stream that she's been not an exciting person. But do you have a hyperfixation going on?
I am in the process of going into a hyperfixation. I have to get my camera repaired. For anybody who knows DSLRs, the mode switch on the top broke. I'm going to try to take it to a repair shop this weekend. And then I'm going to be going and taking pictures because I've been really missing photography. And this area is really pretty.
It is.
Like, it's probably just because I'm not from the north, so everything's like new and wonderful. And I'm not jaded from living here for a long time, but I just want to go take pictures of all of these like really cool little spots that I've been seeing when I like drive around, or like I've been down to Philadelphia a couple times, and the city is so different from the cities in the South. Like all the cities in the South tend to sprawl, and this one just goes up. And that is wild. Like walking down the street, it feels like the buildings are like leaning in, and I want to take pictures. It looks cool. So I am on my way into a hyper focus of photography for a little bit. You may or may not see pictures. I don't know if I'm going to share them, but I'm going to go take pictures.
Gotcha. Oh, there's one place I was talking to my sister about because she goes to, and she's kind of like a member there. It's a place called Grounds for Sculpture. I'll send you a link one place so you can take a look. But it's basically like a whole like sculpture garden where like you could walk around and be like, gigantic cat over there, or then like you turn a corner, there's like a couple just standing there, but they're sculptures and not actual people. So it's like the randomness of walking around, and you can see different like places where like, you know, you think it's real or no, it's real, but no, or maybe a gigantic grandma sitting on the bench that's like 50 feet tall, and you're like, oh, look at that, because it's like really big, but you never know. But yeah. So you're heading into hyperfixation. Nice. Okay. Interesting. But Danny, I don't know, you've been pretty. All right, what else do you what is your hobbies beyond streaming and guitar? What else do you, and cooking? Do you have anything else you usually do?
Not at the moment. I used to, back before COVID was a thing, I used to do climbing, and I really enjoyed doing that. I do want to get back into it. It's just finding the time to go out and go to the big climbing gym.
Like the climbing where you have like a rope hang and
it's indoor bouldering. I used to do.
Okay.
Don't have the rope, but it's only about 2 to 3 meters tall. So if you fall, it's a nice soft mat. You don't. It doesn't hurt. It's like soft landing.
There's no activity very.
Like,
No.
Well, there you go.
Feet on ground.
Feet on ground. my only hyperfixation coming up, probably, since we're all talking about hyperfixation or things we want to actually get back to is now gardening. Faye see me do the garden trays, and she's like, I never see anyone grow seeds from scratch. I'm growing stuff from scratch, and it's very interesting to watch. I'm just waiting for the point where, like, do I take him out now or do I leave him in? I don't know. So we'll see when I get to the point where actually I'm gonna have to go tomorrow and look for potting containers because I need to transfer some of these tomatoes out of things. So that's my hobby in hyperfixation. But Danny, you doing anything else like off stream? I know you want to get back to bouldering, but is it just playing the guitar for now? Is that your kind of?
For now, yeah, I think so. I'm a pretty boring person.
Yeah. Oh, no problem. We're all doing our same thing, working and finding the time to be actual human beings where we're not working or streaming or any of the above. So there's many of the things that come across there too. But yeah. Wow, that was a very short hyperfixation phase, Fake. You haven't got.
It's because I'm between hyperfixations at the moment.
What was your last one? Was it the epic?
No, my last one was on the bookbinding stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I'm still very much like working on that. My problem is that my books are in transit. So the books that I want to be like, I have specific books that I was like, I want to rebind these books, and I don't currently have them on me, so I'm in a holding pattern waiting for me to get them.
Gotcha.
So
all right, so I guess we'll kind of wrap this up here. So we talked about April Fool's Day, and I guess it's not as evident and not as memorable as I thought it would be, but still, it was a good kind of topic just to dive in and see what people thought about it and see if we could actually figure out these pranks actually did exist. Apparently, people in Europe are much more friendlier and they just put stuff on people's back, or if they're a kid, punch them in the nuts. But so, and call it April Fool's joke. But yeah, so interesting topic. So for anyone listening, it is probably a couple of days before April 1st. If you haven't listened, or so be aware when April 1st or next week comes around, if someone says something very outlandish and seems crazy, it probably is an April Fool's joke. So let us know if you actually come across something like that. But yeah, so Danie, I know you stream and everything. When is your next stream, or when are you going to be streaming next?
It'll be tomorrow, Saturday. I'll be playing Bloodborne.
Bloodborne, nice.
Ooh, fun.
I had a question, because I know you like Elden Ring, but what is the appeal of Elden Ring? Can you kind of like give me like a short 1 minute blurb to try to convince me?
It's a very difficult game, but as soon as you can overcome like the skill issue and you actually beat a boss, you might spend, if you're new to the game, you might spend like 2 or 3 hours on a boss, but the actual feeling of overcoming that boss and actually beating the boss after so long, that is very, very rewarding. It's
Very
a very good
rewarding?
feeling. Yeah.
Is it like just the mechanic though? Because I feel like the mechanic is like you either block or you dodge, roll, or you hit.
Yeah, each boss will have its own like sequence of like attacks and things, and you got to learn when to dodge and when to block and when to attack when your openings are.
Sure.
And that, yeah, it's basically you just learn the boss attack patterns and stuff, and you kind of use that to your advantage, and then eventually beat the boss. Some bosses are harder than others, but some are easy. But...
All right, well maybe one day I'll pick it up because I do have it still installed on my computer, and we'll see.
I hope you do.
Yeah. You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge the boss. Good reference to Jigglypuff. I got that from Dodgeball. But yes. Faye, so what are you going?
Bad.
Oh no, Faye, what was your?
I was mumbling to myself. I was like, I was never good at dodgeball.
Oh, never good at dodgeball. There you go. All right, so Faye, what are you going to be streaming next, or what's your next game on the schedule?
I'm streaming tomorrow. It will be something spooky. That is all I know. I haven't decided which spooky yet.
TBT. All right, gotcha. All right, I'll be coming back on Sunday. I guess there's some more Tarkov. There is an event happening, so we have a lot of quest lines going on. But we'll be back for Tarkov on Sunday. So definitely, DanieeTea, we'll do the quick.
Oh, yeah,
clip
Jiggly, if you like
everything.
spooky.
Yeah, like this spooky, come on, check on Faye tomorrow. But we'll go Danie first real quick. Watch the random clips gonna appear over the left side of everybody. Let's see what.
it's
Oh,
me,
look,
George
this is
Miller.
Elden Ring.
You wanted a great shield.
Perfect.
Let's see.
I don't know why it came up here.
Oh.
Oh, no,
Oh.
there's a legend.
Oh no!
He
Down.
died.
Oh, dear.
I just felt my stomach drop watching that.
Yeah.
So that was Elden Ring, right?
Oh no!
Yeah, that's Elden Ring. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out for those legends.
Watch out for those legends in Elden Ring, people. Just saying. Alright, and then Faye.
Can you tell that I'm afraid of heights? I think I hide it pretty well.
It's nice hearing something so happy after all the things that have been happening here. So this is like Chrysanthemum?
Oh god, that's such an old
yeah,
clip.
Definitely a student.
What is even happening?
Did
I don't
not
know.
make it. Jesus.
Oh, this is the. Ooh. I don't know what game that is.
Oh! Oh, that's White Day.
Oh, okay.
No.
Dial about 7 times of no is classic Faye fashion to say no multiple times when she doesn't want something to happen or she's scared. At least 7 or 8, I think, about that usually is the case.
You can tell how freaked out I am by how many no's there are.
Yeah, how they knows her exactly. But yeah, so come check out Danny tomorrow, Faye also tomorrow. So if you like Tarkov, and I think the next game I'm gonna be playing probably after Tarkov, I do Tarkov twice a week. It'll probably be a game about digging a hole, and I don't know what's gonna happen because I'm gonna be digging a hole. And see, I have not spoiled myself. I watched maybe like 5 minutes of other people playing where they initially start digging the hole. But I will be digging a hole next week, so come catch it out next Thursday. All right, so thanks again, guys, for joining. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Julie, both for sticking it out with the stream. I appreciate you also.
Have a good night, everybody.
And
Thank
I
you, good
will.
night.
And then you guys can head on me. Where's my stream together? Hold on. Looking for the stream together so I can say goodbye to you or let you guys free. All right, so I'll see you guys later. Bye, Danny. Bye, Faye.
Bye.
And they're done. All right, so Kick. Thanks again. I don't think I can send you anywhere, but thanks again who's in Kick. We'll see you again on Sunday for some more Tarkov. See you later. Peace out. And then Twitchland. Let me go look. We have 7 of you here. Is anyone that I know? I think I got a raid from Doug Too Fresh earlier. Dougie Fresh, you guys playing Helldivers? Let me check. Sure, he's still playing Helldiver. Oh, this is first affiliate stream. Nice. Alright, he's playing Helldivers. He's doing his affiliate stream. We're going to go celebrate with him. Thanks for joining. And we'll see you guys in tomorrow for some, or not tomorrow, Sunday for some Tarkov.